I have BERIT Nordstrand on the line. BERIT, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
The Scandinavian Belly Fat Program. I was reading your introduction and I just thought, what a refreshing approach to having a healthier body. But I don't think people quite realise how unhealthy it is to have that fat around your belly. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, the belly fat are fat cells that produce inflammatory factors in your body. It produces inflammation, and the inflammation then sets off type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease, and even cancer. So if you could reduce the belly fat effectively with changing your lifestyle habits, it would be life-saving.
I like the fact that you call this a program. It's not a diet, is it?
No, it's not a diet, and it's not difficult, and it's about enjoying food even more, because it's not about counting calories. It's simple swap tricks from food that decreases the belly fat burning to food that increases the burning of belly fat. So when you're enjoying rich food, nice tastes even more, you can even eat more and burn more fat.
Why is it that some people can eat lots and lots of fattening types of foods and it doesn't seem to affect their health that much, and in others it's a completely different story?
Oh, yeah. There has been the late years a lot of research into the gut microbiome, the bacteria in your gut. And they program the cells in your body. Some bacteria may absorb more sugar and more calories from the food. And if you stabilize your gut flora, you can even increase your burning of calories and decrease the absorption of sugar from your food, and decrease your body weight and your belly fat. So my program will help you to choose the food that enriches your gut microbiome so that you will increase your fat burning and decrease the sugar uptake from your food. It will strengthen your immune system and protect you from serious diseases like cancer, for instance. And it will also reduce inflammation and increase the effect of hormones in your body, help you defeat symptoms from menopause, for instance, and help you sleep better. You'll be more energized. You'll feel happier. The gut flora influences how your brain cells also function. And I'm a specialist in clinical pharmacology as a medical doctor. So I tell my patients about how you can eat to increase your brain function also, The brain cells, they don't like the inflammatory factors that your belly fat produces. So it will decrease the function of your brain. So when you start with the gut flora, you decrease the belly fat, and then you decrease the inflammation, and all the cells in your body will optimize its function. So with simple swap tricks, small steps and not complicated diets where you have to change everything overnight. My focus is what can we do instead of what do you have to stay away from? What can you eat more of? What can you enjoy more? For instance, you don't focus on to stop eating sugar. Then the brain will need or want even more sugar. my focus is to swap the sugar to reasonable amounts of honey.
Mm.
And even that one step is surprisingly effective because honey is prebiotic. It'll stabilize and stimulate your helpful bacteria in your guts. It is double the sweet taste as sugar, so there you can have the amount of sugar in your food, and it will decrease the inflammation in your body and take away the cravings for sugar. So sugar and honey taste sweet. You can use it pretty much the same way in your food, but the effect is very different.
Mm.
So when you small swap tricks, small steps over 12 weeks will give the surprising effect of the program. So I think that is why the belly fat program has been so popular in Scandinavia, because you focus on what to enjoy more than what to stay away from.
Yes, of course, and one of the lines I'm reading here straight from your book, it is easier to start a good habit than to try and stop a bad one. So in effect what you're saying is don't even focus on the bad habits, just start creating good habits.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
And that is a method that I've been using in the university hospital in Trondheim, where I've been working as a medical doctor for 25 years, even helping addicts stopping heroin addiction. You know, it's the same effective method that I base the 12-week programs from. So it's you take the focus away from the food that you should not eat, and you focus on the food that you should enjoy.
And of course it makes so much sense, because if people are focusing on their bad habits and saying to themselves, I need to change this and I need to stop eating this or I need to do this, then the focus is still on the bad stuff that keeps making you feel bad and then motivates you to do the things, keep doing those bad habits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes sense, and I understand why people give up, because they have to fight their cravings every day. So with this method, there is no cravings, because we stabilize the blood sugar and the insulin level, and we stimulate the gut flora. We give the gut flora the food that it needs to work for your body. And you know, the gut flora will program the cells of your body to increase the burning of belly fat, and there you go, you know? And you can feel that your body is fueling from the right fuel.
Yes.
Right food.
Yep.
It's food that decreases stress in your body. It increases your muscle mass. It makes you happier. Your memory and concentration increases. You'll sleep better. And as I'm writing in my next book, launching in Norway and Scandinavia these days, it'll even make you younger.
Well, when I was talking about your book earlier on in the program, when I was letting people know that you were going to be on the program, I said, she looks about 29 and she has 6 children, for goodness sakes. So it's certainly working for you.
But you know, it's never too late. It'll work for everyone. And if you didn't succeed with anything before, this is the program for you, because the right nutrition can help you change your life. It's so effective.
Yes.
You know, the nutrition will program your body, and exercise will not in the same way.
Yeah.
Because you can run, and you will never run away from your gut flora. They will run with you.
Yeah.
So you need to change your diet to get more helpful bacteria in your guts, and they will even make you want to run further.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I've got this woman that lives across the road from me, And I've been watching her for probably nearly 3 years now, jogging around the block. And I mean, look, to her credit, she's quite overweight. So, you know, and I've been watching her run for 3 years, and her body weight has not changed at all. So, I really credit her to still doing this running that's making absolutely no difference to her body whatsoever. And I see people at the gym as well, you know, their body just doesn't change at all, no matter how much they work out. I think people don't quite understand where their cravings from. I think you know, when we have cravings, we often think, you know, it's coming from sort of our mind. We don't understand that, you know, when we crave sugar or we crave salt, we think that that's exactly what we want at the time, but that's not what really our body is saying, is it?
No, when you crave sugar, it's not that you don't have enough sugar. When you crave sugar, it's more because you need proteins and fiber, because you misinterpret the signals from your body.
So what's happening with our brains telling us that we are wanting sugar?
It's because you eat refined white calories, as I call them.
Yeah.
The sugar, the white sugar, the modern wheat, the white rice, and the pasta. It makes your blood sugar turn very high, and it elevates the insulin to the sky, to levels that are very unnatural for you. It's the very high insulin levels that wakes up the belly fat cells and makes them store the fat.
Right,
and it also makes them produce these inflammatory factors, and it's the jumping up and down of blood sugar that sets away the cravings.
You know, I think if people read your book and then follow your 12-week program, look, when you put that sort of information in a book and people will have a better understanding of how their body's operating, and you don't write it in medical terms at all, it's very easy to understand. It just makes so much sense.
Thank you. And that's the response we've got in Scandinavia too. It's been very popular because you're not going to suffer. You're going to enjoy life even more.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
You're going to have chocolate every day.
I know, it's fantastic.
I just tell you about what chocolate to enjoy. You're going to have nuts. You're going to have full-fat cheese. You're going to have the rich tastes of real food.
Yep.
So this is not a suffering. This is like gourmet.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You've got, you've got wonderful recipes in here, and the great thing about them is that they're very easy recipes too, and ingredients that you can get anywhere.
Yeah, it has to be, because if you want to reach out to everyone, you need to use the easy, the food that you can buy all over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of nice taste, fruit and vegetables, spices, like olive oil, smart fatty acids, as I call it. You can have dessert every day. I've made a lot of recipes on desserts you can make in 2 minutes in your blender, from like a raspberry sorbet to a chocolate fondant. You can even make your own Oreo cookies. That's a popular recipe of mine. It's not a healthy recipe, if you buy it in the store, but if you make it yourself, it's really healthy. So you can, when you have learned the swap tricks, you learn how to take sugar out of your own recipes and put honey in. You can even bake with your own recipes and make your favorite dishes, your desserts and your dinners. With my swap tricks, you can use the recipes that your family like. And this is the food that the whole family should eat. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle that optimizes your quality of life.
Yes, of course, which of course is important for children too, because children, there's a big problem with children being overweight. Yes,
they're getting overweight and depressed.
Yes.
And they cannot focus in school. And what do we doctors do with that? Well, we can give a medication.
Give them a pill, yes.
Yeah, and we shouldn't. We could give a pill to those that after eating well needs the pill. But not. We could not start with the pills. Shouldn't. And so we have many people, they get more than enough calories, but they lack nutrients.
Yes.
And that's what keep your burning of fat down. You lack the nutrients that will increase your burning of belly fat.
Yes.
So I explain this very easy with a metaphor about the cell factory.
Yeah.
In the book you could read that simple, the easy story about how the cells in your body work as small factories.
Yeah, and it makes so much sense when you read that, Berit. We've unfortunately run out of time. I've got about 30 seconds to the news.
Oh, yeah.
But lovely to chat with you, and fantastic book. I think it's just fantastic and very easy program to follow. I love all the information on how our gut works as well. Thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Berit Nordstrand there. The book is titled The Scandinavian Belly Fat Program. It's a 12-week program anyone can follow, and fantastic for the whole family. It's just about it for me today. Peter's coming up straight after the 2 o'clock news. Have a fantastic couple of weeks. I'm off for a couple of weeks, school holidays, and I'll be back straight afterwards. I'm Michelle Starstra. Ciao.